Hey guys, another Planet Coaster special, and this time we are looking at Silvarret's Grizzly Valley. And just look at this. I've just been having a little look around. He sent me the park actually a couple of days ago, but I've been kind of busy with like keeping up with my schedule. And like seriously, I was just looking around with my mouth open at the sheer detail in this. And the thing that I think the biggest thing about Silvarret's creations is the character that he creates in the buildings. I mean, it's freaking unbelievable. Let's I was going to like dive in, but I want to show you kind of how he's constructed like the whole park. So we'll have a bit of an overview first. So this is Main Street, and I mean, there's so many buildings in here. It's crazy, and the way he's made them look like individual and different, and the clever techniques that he's used to put these together. I mean, this, which I think is the town hall. No, this is the town hall over here, but this is the building. I don't know what this one's called, but this is, I love that building. It's just awesome. But it's the way that he's kind of blended things together and integrated the park as a whole. I mean, this looks like, let's say right, this looks like a theme park. You know, you come in, you got the main entrance, you go through Main Street, and then you kind of go off to the different areas of the park. You've got the Roman area over here, you've got the mountain with the kind of Swiss chalet kind of feel, and the castle on the top of the mountain, and then over here is the kind of the Japanese area. We've got a pagoda going on. We've got all these. Oh, it's just, it really is a feast for the eyes. And let's go back. Let's jump in at the beginning and just enjoy this. Now I'll tell you now, the frame rate is a little bit down. I mean, you can understand it. There are so many bits to these buildings. So yeah, frame rate is it's about the same as my park. So yeah, so we walk in to the park. Let's walk through the entranceway. Go on, let's do it properly. So we walk through the entranceway, and we're immediately greeted by Chief Beef over here. And I love this kind of entrance plaza, and I love the way that he's got like this inner path, and then this outer red path, and then going back to the kind of the cobblestone path again. That is just so clever. Now you can see that we've got some of the additions from Update 2. He has been working on this park. This is not just the original Update 1 park. I got this after Update 2. But Update 1 broke a lot of things, and I should point that out before you start like seeing things and going, oh god, that's not right, and why is that like that? So for example, like if you look up at this tower, I think is a good example. Like these balconies and whatever are spaced out, and I'm pretty sure that they weren't on the original when this was in the Alpha 1 stage. So yeah, you will see certain bits that have been moved. He's working to fix them, but it did break quite a lot in his park because he's got, you know, so many of these bits put together. Anyway, let's get back to our tour. I mean, seriously, this could, I'm going to have to like cut it short and reasonable, but this could be a very long tour because there is just simply so much to look at. I mean, every one of these buildings, you can just sit and stare at them, like spotting all the different bits that he's used to put these together. I mean, they are stunning. Love this little entranceway into the Chief Beef. He's got the little, I mean, it is the attention to detail. You know, he's put the little signs outside, and it is awesome. It really does have the feel of a theme park. Cosmic Cow over the other side. And these are just awesome. So clever. So clever. I wish I'd done that. I'm so freaking jealous of what he's created. I look at it and I'm like, oh my god. When I saw that his first video, when he was starting to put Main Street together, it was like, and it was the same for everybody. It was like such a quantum leap ahead of what everybody else was doing. Silvarret really did like take the crown. And where Rudy's stuff, Rudy Renkamel's stuff, which was the first kind of review that I did, where his stuff is just like simply epic. And of course it's Star Wars, which, you know, for any of us Star Wars fans is just takes it to a different level. This is built up from like, you know, like tiny bits and pieces, individual buildings that all blend together to ultimately create this epic park. Now it's starting to get dark, so we're going to be looking at some of this in the dark, and I'm going to be interested to see how he's lit this, because I haven't seen this in the dark. I deliberately didn't take a look at this in the dark because I want to see how it looks at night time. So it's coming up to dusk. Sun's going down. Now all the little kids will be going home now, but the teenagers and the adults will be hanging on. So here is like kind of the main plaza with the big fountain. And there, over there, is the town hall. We definitely want to go and take a look at that. And it's, you know, because my park didn't have a nighttime cycle, I wasn't able to use the lighting as much as I would have liked. And particularly things like the neon signs, because they don't stand out at night, but suddenly at night they just come alive. I love these little areas that he's put, these little seating areas. Eating and seating. Look at, I mean, look at it. Look at the detail. It's staggering. And the clever use of things. So, for example, I would never have thought of using these as tabletops. Because of the bits, you know, those bits sticking out. And I think it's his ability to kind of see past what is there and see what could be that kind of sets him apart. It's really novel the way he takes bits, puts them together, and it works. It's like, this should not work, right? Sticking one of these fountain bases with these tentacles, like, that should not work, and yet it does. It's just incredible. Just incredible. There goes Chief Beef. If we follow Chief Beef, we won't follow him because we're going to go ahead of him, but and like I said, there's just, you could spend so much time here because there is so much of this park to see. Like every little nook and cranny, there's interesting stuff to look at. The different types of window designs that he's done, and like this guy, the window designs are freaking crazy. The stuff that he puts together, so many different variations. I mean, you look around and there's just different variations of the windows by, you know, putting multiple windows together, by overlaying them with different bits and pieces. I mean, if you've seen these videos, then you know how he does it. But it's the effect, and you know, like, watching his video is one thing, but being in here for real and being able to go like really close in and look at every detail that you want to look at. I mean, these look like real buildings. God, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of his talent. I suppose if I was going to be picky, if I was really going to be picky, Silvarret, and I'm sure he's watching this, I would have considered hiding the spots a little bit better. but that is such a pedantic, picky thing that I wish I hadn't said it. Oh, need to go a bit higher. There we go. This has got such a Nelson's column kind of feel to it. I don't know why, but it does. It does for me anyway. God, this place really is nice at night. Oh, you know what? Like on that point about the spots, this is one thing that he's kind of played up, and I really like this about his park. If you look at this building over here, for example, because I remember watching the video where he was building this, and he talked about. So you've got, like, the guests come in here, and the guests see the frontage. They see the facade. What they don't see is what's behind. And he deliberately created these kind of backstage areas, you know, with, you know, just putting these conduits and air conditioning units and stuff to make it, and like, leaving it completely unfinished. To kind of show that this is a fake theme park thing. And I love that. Love that. Right, so any specific things that I want to look at in Main Street? I mean, seriously, it is a feast for the eyes. There is so much to look at. I love these. He was going for kind of like a Victorian feel with these buildings, and I think he's really captured that architectural flavour. Right, let's move on. Let's move on a little bit. So, then we move, let's move down this way. Let's go over into the Roman area, because the Roman area is really nice. And he did this just after I did my build of the Parthenon. And I was really pleased with my Parthenon. But it's kind of typical to what I do. I go for something like on an epic scale, right? So my Parthenon was freaking huge. Like, my Parthenon would be like half the size of this park. I mean, seriously, it was enormous. Absolutely enormous. And he wanted to do like a Greek-Roman. His is more Roman. And here's the Roman area. And as you can see, it's not really lit. Which is a real shame, because I think it would be kind of staggeringly nice if it was lit at night. But, well, where are we? We were coming up to 9. Oh, here we go. We're flicking through the nighttime fast now. Right, the sun will start coming up. It's 5 in the morning. So we'll have a little bit of a look around this creepy dark area as the sun slowly comes up. You know what? Let's speed things up a little bit so that we can actually see, because it's too dark without any lighting. So yeah, he started over here with this building, right? And now I'd done some stuff with columns, and my columns were huge. I mean, huge. But he put these little columns together, and God, they look good. They really, really look good. And of course it fits in with the scale of his park. And like these columns over here, I mean, this kind of shows you how he's put them together. And it's just using this, oh, I can't remember the name of the piece. What's it called? It's a roof moulding. And he's just put like a bunch of these roof mouldings together, nice and tightly packed. And like, you can see, I think these have moved. This is part of what's broken. These were like properly centered originally. Quite a few things got kind of moved slightly. But like, these Roman columns are really nice. So yeah, this is the Roman area. Let's have a proper tour. So we walk in from the main street area, and oh, look at this. Look at this. That's just so awesome. And I love the way he's got these almost mosaics blending all the different paths together, and different tiles and different floorings, and all the little gardens and stuff. I think he's made this area really beautiful. So yeah, we move through into the Roman area, Obviously, we've got this coaster flying overhead. This is the Roman coaster, I think. Yeah, it is. And we come up to these Roman-style buildings, and you can see architecturally very, very different. Now, again, there's a few bits which, you know, don't have pieces there. There's stuff missing and whatever. But even then, you know, it's still beautiful. And the way he creates like little areas like this, so he's created this little indoor balcony and this little veranda. Yeah, I mean, it makes you want to go inside and have a look. And where I tend to be, like, I tend to be very, very organised and symmetrical. It's kind of how, like, my brain works. He's very kind of random and organic, which I think is what gives his stuff so much character. And the clever use of the different components. Well, let's get out of that building. And then we've got the coaster which dips in and out of the buildings and underneath stuff. There's a little tunnel over here. Let me show you this, because this is the entrance way over here to the coaster. And if we have a look, I love this little building that he's put in. Just this little tunnel. You know, nothing. I mean, it's nothing staggering, but I don't know. I think it's almost one of my favourite buildings. You know, he could have left that. He could have just had the path going around the back, but no, he's put a little covered walkway with. Oh, and I've got it on fast, but that's okay. Are there any? You know what? Are there any areas other areas of the park that are lit? Because I'm going to slow it down after this. Oh, you know what? Let's go and have a look at the castle during night time. Oh, and this bit. This, you know what? I hadn't seen this. I hadn't seen this bit. This triumphal arch. So, like Marble Arch in London, or the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. This is just awesome. I love the way. See, again, I wouldn't have done this because it's non-symmetrical, and I would have like put like half in one side and half in the other side. But he's got his, you know, like a bit here, bit more here, and then the way these paths hook up. But it works. And I love the 4 parrots on there. That's a little parrot statue. Is it 4 or 3? No, 3. Which kind of works with the tricorn hacks, I suppose. And all these little... And they really do look like Roman villas. And while it's nighttime, while it's still nighttime, we'll go and have a look over here. These little Swiss chalets are so cute. Look at all the people going to... What's this? Is this a chief beef? Yep, chief beef. Getting a burger. Now it's getting late. They've had a long day. Oh, we didn't quite get the castle at night, but that'll do. That'll do. Right, so let's go back. We'll finish off the Roman area. So we've got this is kind of like the main building, and this is the coaster station. And if you can see, there's the coaster. I've slowed it down here. So if we manoeuvre ourselves inside this building, which I think we'll do from this side, you can see now so we've got that path that comes through that little covered walkway, and that path would come in here, but it's not at the moment. And then you've got this coaster tucked away in this building, and we might just have a little ride on that before this tour is over. And this is actually quite a nice coaster, I have to say. There's a lovely vertical drop at the beginning. It goes under this bridge, and then it's just kind of sweeping and loopy and kind of everything you'd want from a coaster. There's another vertical drop going down there. Sweeps around the edge of the park. It's not like a particularly long coaster, but it's a really satisfying ride. So yeah, I think we're going to end up having a ride on that. So yeah, then we go over, we've got this kind of Roman villa seating area, another restaurant, a couple of Chief Beefs in there. Oh, there's Chief Beef wandering around. And again, every piece of it is just so detailed and full of character. God, it's annoying. Ah, stop being so good, Silvarret. You're showing the rest of us up. I'm just looking at like all the little flowers here and there, and he's, you know, everywhere he's put this kind of this backstage feel to it. So you've got the, you know, the front, which looks absolutely perfect and whatever, but you just take a little peek around the back and you get these air conditioning units and stuff. And then we're into the Swiss area. We've still got the Japanese area to, I mean, good lord. Stop doing so much cool stuff. And again, very simple and yet so good. Just getting the different wooden textures to create this kind of Swiss chalet feel. And this one over here is, love the way that he's got these kind of dormer roofs and stuff, and the outdoor balconies. I mean, Silvarret was probably one of the main inspirations for the guys at Planet Coaster, the guys at Frontier, to start breaking up some of these pieces. So for example, this balcony rail, they've taken that balcony rail off the balcony and made it a separate piece, because you can see what he was doing. But of course you get all these bits sticking down underneath. Whereas now you could just like plop those, you know, without having all the different bits and pieces underneath. And in fact, I think that's what he's done. I think these are the new pieces. Yeah, it looks like it because they're not connected. Yep, those are the new ones. But so many bits of scenery everywhere, you know, like you just, if you watch his videos, he just like packs stuff in and then packs more stuff in and then packs more stuff in until you create these incredibly detailed and character is the word that keeps coming back to me. These buildings have so much character. I mean you could never imagine living in a house like this. And just like innovative use of, you know, bits and pieces, you know, like bits of scenery and whatever. Because we are very limited in like what bits of scenery we've got, and yet he uses them in such clever ways. He makes the absolute best of them. Let's go towards the mountain, and now the mountain is something else. This is completely, if you don't know, this is completely built out of these stones, right? If I go to scenery and nature, so it's just built out of these stones, and in actual fact it was built out of just, what have we got? We've got 7 now. This was built out of just 5 stones. Now I've done kind of little things with the rocks, and I can tell you, like just building an archway or something, it like takes quite a while. Positioning every one of these rocks individually, it really does take a hell of a lot of time. Where's his little archway bit? Now I've done, where is it? I can't find it now. Oh, here it is. Right, this little archway bit, just doing that, I've done something like that, and it takes ages. The idea of building a freaking mountain out of them, seriously, I think he's got mental problems. That's like, really. And look at the way he's got the coaster. I love the way he's got the coaster. These just like long sweeps around. It is just, well, there's only one word for it. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. And the castle perched on top, perfect. Like, absolutely perfect. And if you pull out a little bit, it really is just awesome. and the rides that he's put in just kind of blend. They don't stick out. They just kind of naturally blend into the place. I want to go on this one, on this coaster as well. Well, yeah, well, you know what? We'll do a couple of coaster rides. I tell you what, I'm so tempted to just jump on this one like right now, because this one goes all over the place. It goes all up the mountain and round here and round all over the park. Here's the coaster station. Look at the queue. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. And there's another coaster over on that side in the Japanese. You know what? That one's just leaving. Should we jump on a coaster? Come on, let's have a little coaster ride. Here we go. Should we go? Oh no, this way. Here we go. And we're just in time for the first dip. Oh, and straight into a loop. And into another one. That's like my Skyfall coaster. The 007 coaster. Oh, nice speed. Just coming round the corner. Oh, makes your stomach go up into your mouth. A couple of pretty jerky corkscrews. not the best corkscrews in the world. Oh, it slows down. And comes back into the station. Not a long ride. And that's kind of typical of Silvarret's coasters. They're not long rides, but they're satisfying. You know, you kind of get what you bought the ticket for. You know. So you got a couple of loops, got a couple of corkscrews, but I think of the coasters that he's got. I think probably, I don't know, either this one, the mountain one, or the Roman one. I really like the Roman one, but I really like the mountain one as well. Yeah, we need to ride these coasters. Where's this coaster? Is that I don't know if it's running. Are you running? There's loads of people waiting, but it's not running. Why are you not running? You know what? I can force it to run. Let's there you go. Let's set off a test. Oh no. Will you go? Yeah, no. Apparently this coaster's broken by the look of it. Okay, we'll end the test. Oh. Are you going to work? Oh, now it's going to work. See, now I've said stop the test. Are you going to work? No, apparently it's not. Apparently it's not. Let's open the ride. Yeah, okay. I don't think that coaster's working. That's a shame. Oh man, I wanted to ride that. Okay, well, never mind. Maybe we can get on the Roman one. Although I must admit, I didn't see the Roman one going round either. Ah, look, yeah. See, there's a piece of the coaster missing. So yeah, no, we can't ride the Roman coaster. You know what? I might have to come back when he's done a bit more work and fix them more. And at least ride the coasters, because they are just staggeringly nice. Okay, so that was the Swiss area. Let's go and have a look at the Japanese area, because this again is just awesome. I mean, look at this. Look at this. That immediately conjures up a Japanese feel. Just those little bits stuck together like that. I mean, I look at that. I mean, in awe, just totally in awe. So simple and yet so effective. And then we come round, and even he's got a Japanese garden feel. You know, creating like almost like bonsai trees. Look, I mean, look at this. Just staggering. Just staggering. And the architectural style of the buildings, I mean, perfect. This was so clever, using this sign to create these roofs. And this, anybody who's watched my city skylines, like Building London and whatever, and seen some of the Japanese train stations that I've used, yeah, they kind of look like that. And I love this staircase. Love that staircase. And again, I would have probably taken the guests like straight up here, but nah, he's got. Look at this windy path that he's put in. And of course, you've got this kind of frontage for the entrance. I love that. I got to say, it's a real shame that we couldn't ride those other two coasters. And what's he got going on over here? Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, he's got another coaster going on over here. Ooh, that's obviously something new. So, is he going to have like dueling coasters, do you think? Is that the plan? Bring... Because he's got two lines in there. Ooh, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Just look at this. I mean, seriously, just look at that building. My God. And some of the techniques are relatively simple. But it's just the way it's all put together. It's just awesome. I mean, I run out of superlatives. I really do. I just run out of superlatives. So there you go. That's the Japanese area. I haven't looked at the pagoda, and we've got to look at the pagoda. I mean, even this, right? Even using this this blue roof, which is not really necessarily the easiest thing to kind of blend in, and yet he makes it work. It's just a little covered area for the entrance to the Rocktopus. And then this pagoda. Wow. Look at this. You know, actually getting it to be a little bit smaller on each level. That's not easy. I mean, you sometimes you just want me to shut up so you can just look at it and just enjoy it. It is pretty staggering, isn't it? So yeah, like if you were trying to choose between Rudy and Silvarret, man, it's a close thing. They are both kings of Planet Coaster, in slightly different ways. Rudy just takes it with the epicness, just the sheer scale of the stuff that he does, and how he gets like for example the Star Wars theming, the cleverness to turn the bits and pieces that we have into, you know, X-Wing fighters and that incredible Star Destroyer. But Silvarret takes it for just sheer character. This place is unbelievable. And he's still working on it. So we still have more stuff to look forward to in this place. So, you know what? I think we're going to leave it there as the sun sets over Grizzly Valley. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Silvarret's Grizzly Valley. I have loved it. A big thank you to Silvarret for letting me take a look at his park and show it to you. And if you know of other people who've created, you know, like really, really cool parks, then please leave me a comment and let me know. So there you go. Silvarret, you're a god. I'll catch you for the next one, guys. Peace out.